Hello, how are you? How have you been? So in today's video I have a little bit of a different video which I was a little bit hesitant to film, however we're here and I'm doing it. So I was on Instagram the other day just like scrolling as you do, looking through like Explorer and stuff like that, and I saw a lot of like editorial kind of things tagged. So like I know that MAC can be quite editorial, quite other things, so I was like, oh, what actually is editorial makeup? So I had a look, I had a Google, and I can see a theme is that it's quite a lot of colour on the eye, like natural skin, and then like a little bit of a lipstick, but like nothing major. And I thought, you know what, I am gonna try and recreate it and see how it looks on me. And I just wanted to do a nice fun video where we just play around with makeup, like how I used to do it and how I did when I first started to get into it. So yeah, if you want to see this video, please keep on watching. So I'll just show you a couple of the pictures that I came across while I was like looking through editorial stuff. Also with this video I have noticed that I have pulled out quite a few palettes which I don't even use anymore, so this might actually be a good thing in a sense that we're using stuff that we never, like, that we used to love. So yeah, just a quick one. So this is one of the ones I came across which I quite liked. So as you can see, she's got quite a lot of colour on the eye, on the lips, and then like not barely anything on the skin, and then like quite bushy brows. So because I knew I was filming this video, I did kind of, and I've just been out, I did kind of attempt to do my eyebrows a little bit bushy, but I don't think I did a very good job. Because I was also going out, so I was trying to do them like I normally do, but then also trying to make them a bit different without people noticing. So that's another one I came across. So like the colour, so you can see a theme where it's like they put a lot of colour on the eye, but then not a lot on your skin and not a lot on your face. So let's see how much I can pull this off. So that's another one. That's obviously a magazine cover. Oh yeah, let's have a go. I feel like I'm going to go with the red one because that's probably the colour I have the most of, because I used to really love red eyeshadow like everybody else. So she's pulled it up quite high. So yeah, let's just get into it and see how we get on. And also I've not, like, I remember when I used to do my makeup quite a bit, in a sense I just used to look at a picture or look at a Instagram or a YouTube like do their makeup, and then I used to try and do it that way, and I've not done that in such a long time and I actually really miss it. Like I miss how it used to be. So let's see if we can try and bring it back. I'm just putting a nude shade over my lid just to blur it out and to kind of matte it down a bit because I do get oily eyelids. Oh, so I've set my eyelids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. I barely see anyone use it anymore, but it's very good. Like I really like it purely for the fact that it because I do have oily eyelids, it's the only thing that I can use that actually makes it like like my eyeshadow stays all day. And it's like I've used it for a very long time and I really trust it, so that's why I use that. So I'm gonna, because it's quite a messy look, I am going to go in and just use a big fluffy brush. And so has anyone come across this palette in a while? So this is the Naked Heat palette. I bought this when it first came out and I think I've used it once. As you can see, it's pretty untouched. I'm trying not to blind you with my light. Yeah, like I just never use it and I don't know why. I think I just forgotten about it. So I figured, you know what, if I use a red look I could probably actually pull off a couple of these and actually use it and see how it works on my eye. So bonus. I'm going to go in with the shade Low Blow, which is that shade right here, and I'm going to be quite messy with it and just put it in my eye. In my eye? I wouldn't do that. On my eye. And it's been circular. I think I'm going to do one eye on camera and then do the other one off. So I'm just going in blendy. So now that I've done blending that, I'm going to go in with a slightly more tapered brush and I'm going to go in straight with a red shade. So this, I'm going to use the shade He Devil, which is this one right here. and I'm going to use a Lancome brush, which I don't know where I got a Lancome brush from, but I might as well use it. So I'm just gonna, again, just being messy with it, just trying to put the colour down. And I'm gonna go in the crease, but also like above the crease and all over my eye. I'm gonna go back in with the shade He Devil. Just put it on my eyelid as well. Kind of like a smoky eye. Okay, and the one thing I love about doing looks like this is there's literally no rules. Like, you can be as messy as possible. You don't have to blend it properly. Like, it can just be an utter shambles and still look, well, and still is supposed to look good, so bonus. So I'm going to go in with another shade. I'm going to use a Spectrum 809, and I'm going to go in with, oh my god, I haven't used this shade. So I used to love this palette so much. This is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. I swear I used to use this to death. Like, I own 2 of these, and this one looks untouched. And I'm going to go in with the shade Red Ochre, obviously. Yeah, let's just do it. So this will hopefully make it more of like that reddish kind of tone. And again, just doing the same thing, like just blending it all over my eyelid. I still want the orange colour to stay underneath, so I am going to do it a little bit closely to the crease. These looks looking that good on me, but you know what? If we don't try, you'll never know. I'm also going to run this at the bottom with the same brush. Again, I want it to be really messy. I want it to look like it did in the picture on her. Not that it will, but yeah, she's got it smoked out quite far down and quite a lot out as well. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. I don't have like a red shade, I don't think. So we're just gonna go with that. So on the lid, I'm gonna use, what shall I use? I'm gonna use this shade by Bleach London. So this is a glitter. It's called a Glitterati Berwick Street Floor. Berwick Street Floor, and it's by Bleach London. I've never used this. I just bought it. I don't know why, but I've never used it, so I'm gonna give it a try now. So I'm just gonna put some glue down because I'm a little bit scared that that's gonna go everywhere. I haven't done a look with glue in a long time, because I've had this glue for ages. But do you know what? This is the whole point of this video, to like rediscover makeup. So let's just do it. I'm just putting a little bit down with a brush, and then I'm gonna go in with this red Glitterati shade. I don't even know if Bleach London like do makeup anymore. I've not seen them in a while. Ooh. That's quite nice. It's alright. I'm glad I went with the glue because I didn't want the fallout all over my face. And again, I'm not being so neat because I don't think that's the point of this makeup look. So it sees that she's a little bit more like pinkish, and this is quite red. So I have this palette, which I'm sorry it's not available anymore. It was a part of a like Urban Decay kind of like, what was it? I think it was like a holiday collection, but this is what it looks like. And I do like buying holiday collections with palettes like this because you get so many colours. So I'm obviously going to stick to this side. So yeah, she's got a bit of red on the lid, and that's quite red, and she's a little bit more purpley, so I'm going to try and change it around a bit. So I'm going to use this shade, which is Punk Rock, and mix it with this shade, which is After Party, and we'll see how that turns out. I do, yeah, as I said, I love I love these palettes for the reason that you can, like, you've got all your shades on one palette, so you can just mix and match them. And I do have to say that I do use this palette even though it's pretty old and I don't think it's been around for a long time. So just gonna mix the two shades together and put it on top of that shade. I do this quite a lot, by the way, like the layering. I don't know if anyone else does, but it works quite well for me, just like layering shades. Because then it changes the colour, because I still want the glitter to come down underneath, because I can see that she's got glitter on her eye. But it also like changes the colour a little bit, hence why I do it. And I'm actually very surprised that I've not got glitter all over my face. Like, that's a shocker. So yeah, I'm going to go back in with a blending brush, and I'm going to use another shade just to like blend it out really a lot now, because this looks quite normal. So this is Burnt by ABH. I'm going to use that shade. And I'm going to load my brush up, and then I'm just going to like kind of go over the colour, but also go over my eye. God, I pray that this works. She's also, I've noticed as well that they also don't really use lashes, like it's kind of just mascara. And I have to say that if I do an eyelash look, I tend to go for like lashes, but do you know what, we'll give it a miss today, like why not? We're already going completely out. So she's got a little bit of a like light shimmer in the middle of her eye, so I'm gonna use this palette again, and I'm gonna use the same shade Starfire, which is this one right here, because I feel it's got like a pinky undertone, so it would look really good in my opinion. So I'm just gonna put that on the eyelid, and I'm also gonna drag it in a little bit. Just put a tiny bit underneath my brow, just where that space is. And yeah, I'm just going over onto the lid like in a little bit. Just a splash. And yeah, that's me done. So for one eye, so I'm going to do the other one, and then I think we'll finish off the face together. Shall see you in a minute. Still shaped. So what I'm actually going to do is just brush out the product that's already in my brows and try and make it a little bit more messier. I can't promise I'd be able to do it exactly like hers, but just make it so it's like, oh, I've made an effort, but I actually haven't. But I'm trying, and I'm out here. Just kind of shape them a little bit. I have to say though, Anastasia brow stuff is basically like glue, so it probably isn't moving very much, but I think that shall do, because for me that's definitely not what I would do. And then she's pretty highlighted, so I actually grabbed a old favourite. So this is the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops in the shade Moonlight. I have the little sample size. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use a angled brush and just kind of dab on my cheeks. Oh my god, I forget how highlightery this is. I remember when everyone was raving about it and I first got it, and I was like, I can't use it, it's so highlighty. Like, it really gives you like a glow from the moon, from the sun, like whatever you want to call it. And then I'm just going to get a dual fibre brush and just go over it so it's blended into my skin a little bit more. So it's like a highlight you can like very much see. She's not really got much else on her face, maybe a little bit of blush. As I said, I have got product on my face already, so I might just leave it as it is. Yeah, just the highlight and like a fresh kind of glow. Oh god, look at my hand now after that highlighter. That highlighter is serious business. She's got a little bit of a smoked out outer corner, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my mascara on. So I'm using Bad Girl Bang, which is the best mascara ever. So I've just put my mascara on. I'm just going to use an angled brush. I'm using this shade Smoke by Anastasia. And I'm just going to put like a tiny bit on my angled brush, and I'm just going to go really closely to my lash line and just kind of draw a little bit of a line. Add a little bit of dimension. I'm going to try and make a little bit of a liner, but like also not really. Just kind of stamp the colour down. So I've changed my mind about the blush, and I'm going to use Benefit Rocketeer. So this is quite a natural, like, goes with everything kind of makeup product. Like, you can literally wear it with any product and it would look amazing. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my cheeks. And then last but not least, let's do our lips. So they do definitely use liquid lipsticks by what I can see, but they don't tend to, so like the look kind of doesn't entail using like a full liquid lipstick or a gloss or anything like that. So I'm just scraping off this liquid lipstick. So this is Dazed by Anastasia. I have used a lot of Anastasia products today. You can tell that I was pretty much obsessed when I first found out about it. And I'm literally, so because I have like dark pigmentation around my lips, I do tend to like go around it, but let's just go in the centre. And then I'm going to take a lip brush, which I've never actually really used, and then outline like my lips with the lip brush. So this kind of makes it so it's more like a lip tint than it is like a liquid lipstick. Because it's me and because I lack lip, I'm gonna go in with MAC In Control, which is one of their Pro Longwear ones, and I'm just gonna draw out a line a little bit to make it look like I've got like a lip outline, but I've also not gone, it's also a lighter shade than the colour that I'm using, so it should create the illusion that I naturally have the lip line in that area that I want it to be. And then just go back in with the liquid lipstick, just in the centre. And that is me finished. I hope you enjoyed this little mini video of me painting my face. I have to say, I personally would have never like thought to do a makeup look like this, but now that it's on my face, I'm like, oh, I might be feeling it a little bit. I'm not so, because usually I go for quite neutral, like pinky tones, but do you know what? Really pushed me out my comfort zone, so I'm happy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you decide to do this, like, I would love to see. And yeah, I shall see you in my next one.